The worst thing they took wasn't the equipment, it was the data. All work ceased at that point. My name is Patrick Bardós. I am the head engineer and founder of Slept On Studios. The creation of Slept On Studios was a very natural thing for me to do. I think my goal has always been to help people get to a place that they've always wanted to be in some kind of expression that they're doing. It started back in 2006 when I decided to form a studio of my own. Slept On has grown over the years. It started off as a one-man operation. Within a couple of weeks, it kicked off and I had a bunch of clients. I recorded a multitude of mixtapes. I became an honorary member of one crew or another crew. They'd be like, you're one of us now. And so maybe it's a hip hop thing, but I found loyalty in music and that became really important to me. I must have been 7 or 8 and my mom put me in piano lessons so that maybe I would sit down for 5 minutes. And from there I went to drums, and then from there I went to guitar. I'd been in bands in high school. One afternoon, it was a bunch of local bands putting on a quick show. A band was playing. They were really good. The guitarist was amazing. I must have watched him the whole time. We started to go to all their shows. They started coming around to our shows. Showed me how to mic drum kits and stuff like that. The lead guitarist and me became friends. His name was Ian, and that band went on to do really well. And they changed their name to Billy Talent, and they became really famous. And I could never give up on the dream, knowing that I stood next to these guys. If they made it, then why wouldn't I? One day Ian showed me how to use a 4-track to record. He's like, this is how we made our tapes. So I was, oh, I need to do this. I need to do this for every band in Mississauga. And I'd go around and I'd record bands in Mississauga for free. Any opportunity I got to do music was an opportunity I was going to take. I decided that I wanted to start making hip hop music. At first, just buying stuff was difficult because I didn't have credit. I couldn't just get things on finance and stuff. A lot of it was basic and makeshift stuff that we would get. I have great stuff now only because I paid the price. Yeah, that's part of the journey. As much as I look back and go, man, it would have been so much easier if I just had a great mark at the beginning. Yeah, I'm glad I had those struggles. We had converted the living room upstairs above the studio into another studio. We had 35, 40 clients. The house was always filled with strangers. We were doing albums with everybody. We were making money hand over fist, and I think we made some people jealous. We weren't really keeping an eye on things. We had a security system, it wasn't always getting turned on. I advertised I was going away that weekend. Like, what was I thinking? And my roommates at the time, they turned around and said, hey, we're going to do this big show, everybody come on out. So somebody knew that the house was going to be empty. I came home early. I got on the wrong bus, and I decided to go to the show. One of the guys went home early, Swan went home early, and he found the house broken into. So had I not gone to the show, I would have gone home and walked into somebody breaking into my house. The worst thing they took wasn't the equipment, it was the data. All work ceased at that point. And so we shut down Slept On Studios, and that was the first time it was done. I was really depressed. I'd lost 35 clients, all the songs were gone. I didn't know what we were gonna do. One day Methodist shows up at my house. He puts down a microphone and a mixer, and that's when Slept On was reborn. This time though, I had a crew, and I had a group of people around me that I would always keep around me from that day on forward. Methodist and Anubis and Swan are still with me to this day. So Ramon goes by Methodist. After the robbery, he became an official member. He showed his loyalty and his dedication to me during that robbery. And his brother was also part of his crew, so his brother became someone close to me and would always be around the studio too. Cream was one of the guys that kind of established, hey, don't mess around anymore. No one's gonna ever rob you again anymore, Riksha. Cream told me at that time that everything would be fine, no one would mess with us ever again, and no one ever did. He also was very protective of his brother and all of us. He wouldn't let anything bad be around us. No bad elements would ever show up around the studio. And he unfortunately was taken from us August 22nd, 2018. He got in an altercation with somebody at a bar, and they approached him from behind as he was walking home and shot him in the back of the head. It was pretty devastating to lose somebody that was in our crew, let alone somebody in the game, in the Toronto music scene, let alone somebody that just was walking home. It was senseless, and it was ridiculous to have to even imagine it happening. He believed in what Slept On was doing for him and his brother, and he believed that it was gonna get us out of debt, and he believed it was the future for his brother especially. It's never the guy that treats everybody like crap, and you know, that's the way of the world. My wife constantly reminds me of the value of time, constantly reminds me of the value of living in the moment and getting things done for yourself. These are all anecdotes and attitudes of life that she's developed from her condition of being stage 4 lung cancer. She's lucky to be on a special medication that has stopped her cancer from growing for the last 8 years. And because of that, she's got a new lease on life that has allowed her to live every day to the fullest. Things she never thought she could do, like get a car, get a house, get a husband, and have dogs in a normal life. And all those things that seemed so lost to her are now in her life and attainable and on a constant basis. It's a constant reminder that I can do the same, that as long as I keep at it and do it in the day, in the moment, in the now, I'll get there. I could spend the rest of my days worrying that things are only going to get worse. I'd rather wake up every day believing that it's going to get better. It's very addictive. The drug of art dealing, that is what I'm addicted to. I am fully aware of my need to be part of artistic expression. It might be something one person might call a dysfunction or a disability, but what I get out of it, what it does for other people, all the mistakes, all the failures, all the robberies, this, that, and the next, the thing that has been the strongest thing, the loyalty that music has developed, has taught me how to be a better man, a better husband. I said it last night. I said, if nothing ever more comes of anything that we're working on from this day forward, we still made it to here.
It's time to turn the speakers on, grind and burn some Cheech and Chong. Finally learn to each his own, rhyming words and speaking strong. Write another secret song, by myself I keep it long. More beats on repeat, keep on playing, get no sleep, awake I'm late. So the story goes